Darren, first of all, how do you feel after that performance?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the lads play. We went away to Vanuatu and played on a tough pitch, and we didn't feel like we could play the style of football we wanted to over there. So coming back here on a beautiful Auckland night on a beautiful pitch was great for the lads, and they loved it. They loved passing the ball around and moving, and we were super dominant, created lots of chances. Went in at 0-0 at half time, which wasn't frustrating because we played so well, but when you don't take those chances, is maybe could have led to frustration. But we just said you just got to keep doing what you're doing, and people will have moments, and they did. They did second half. What
was most pleasing about the attacking play for you?
I think the pace. I think we moved the ball really well, and we were pretty dynamic. We attacked so many different ways. We attacked by moving the ball to side. We played through the thirds. We broke lines. We got in behind them. We're looking to put the ball into the box a lot more. You probably noticed that. We're definitely looking to get into those areas more, and probably just the number of passes in opposition half, and number of chances that we're starting to create is good.
Libby had the armband. He set up the first 2 goals.
Yep.
In terms of what he's growing into as a leader and contributor for this team.
He's a fine young man. He's really grown up. Firstly, he's a very good footballer. But he's so dynamic with his play. We've got a lot of very good footballers and a lot of good leaders. And Libby wore the armband tonight, and then Woodsy came on. Overall it was a really positive performance, and it's been a good tour, 2 wins, and we've got through without anything for the players, so they get to go back to their clubs nice and safe. But they're pretty happy as well.
Is that a good performance to be able to sort of bank as you now head into 2 windows that are going to be Oceania qualifying? It won't be June next year until you play a team outside Oceania.
It is. Yeah, we were expected to win tonight. We knew that. We were expected to win. I think what's pleasing is the performance was really good. It was positive. They didn't really hurt us. A couple of counter attacks, but I think what we've done this window is we've gone away from home in the islands and had to sort of play a little bit different, but then come back here and had an opportunity to sort of showcase really how we want to play on a good pitch. So overall it's pretty pleasing. But don't get me wrong, we were the favourites and we should win. We should win this game, but we did.
What was suggested at half-time, though? You said you were happy. Were there any suggestions you made? Maybe some more far post runs, more bodies in the area?
I think we went through the whole style of play. Our pressing was really good. Our build-up was really good. Our attacking was really good. Our transition was really good. What we needed to have was those moments of quality. So I sort of was saying, carry on what we're doing, but reward yourselves. You're getting into these areas, and in fact, I asked them the question, what's the one thing I'm going to say? And they all said, just final ball. The final moment has to be better. That is probably the hardest thing in football, the final moment, scoring goals. That's why those goal scorers get paid the big money, like Mr. Wood. That was what we talked about at half-time, kept it super positive, and asked them to go out and keep that tempo. Everybody knew we had players to come on, good attacking players like Woodsy and Costa, and Logan came on, and they injected a bit of pace as well. But overall, I thought most of the players had a really good night.
How important was it to you and the team to put on a performance tonight? You talked about the result, but as you said, a performance in front of you.
I think we needed both. Like I say, we went away from home and we got a result without it being the performance, but a good result. So tonight was we need the performance and the result. We had to have both. We can't play against these sort of ranked teams and not be dominant, not play a certain style of football and not win. So it was the most important thing. It's not always as easy as that, but I thought we made it pretty comfortable tonight.
Just on Libby, you mentioned his maturity. He seems to have a real drive. He's becoming a real sort of follow me kind of player. Have you sort of noticed that development, the way he is out in the field?
Yeah, definitely. He's so strong and dynamic. Like I say, he's a very good footballer. He commands a lot of respect. But we've got a lot of good footballers in the squad and a lot of good leaders, and he's doing a great job.
It looked like Ben Old was starting to show some of the benefits of his time in France as well.
definitely. You know, he's in great form for his club, and that's a really high level that he's playing at over there. And I think, you know, he's had a lot of good moments tonight without maybe having that real defining moment. But you know, he's on the left, he's on the right, and comfortable both sides. And he's an exciting player to watch. And you know, we're lucky to have these younger players coming through, you know, supplying those next slightly older players. So it bodes well for the future.
Darren, still on Tyler Bindon, he's very quickly become a 90-minute sort of, you know, centre back. He's played about 8 or 9 matches in a row, or almost in a row now.
Yep.
You know, he's really, you know, we've seen it with Reading, but he's now really stepped into this team as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he plays 90 minutes for his club every week. You know, he's a very mature young man. He's only 19. You know, he's got a number of caps now, and he's got a great future ahead of him. You know, he won't be in League One for very long. He's gonna move through, you know, into high leagues pretty soon. Yeah, he's very good.
Just on Chris Wood, obviously he didn't start.
Yep.
It's pretty rare that he doesn't start an All Whites match. I think the other ones recently have been in tournaments, have been when he was injured against Peru that time. What went into that decision for you?
Yeah, I mean, we had a discussion with Woodsy, and you know, obviously he's playing at a level where, you know, he's got to make sure that he's ready to go and play at that level. But you know, Wayno's doing really well, scored some goals, and sometimes in football it's nice for him to come on and finish games. You know, like if it had started today, potentially, you know, he's coming off when it scores a certain level. But tonight he's come on, scored his goal, finished the game, and it's nice for us to finish strong. You know, I think you'll see we had some players. We gave some opportunities today, and I thought they did well. You know, Storm did well. You know, Wayno worked really hard. You know, but we know we've got people coming on, and when you're bringing on Woodsy and Costa and Payne and that, it makes it a really strong finish to the game, which was great for the home crowd.
Is it also something about just maintaining a good relationship with Nottingham Forest and sort of a bit of give and take?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we constantly try to look after the players. Firstly, we've got to get our performance right and our results. But you know, when we're trying to get these players back to Europe, it's tough. Travelling all the way from Europe is quite hard. You know, especially the guys like Libby and Woodsy and Marco and Garbs and numerous others that are playing at a pretty high level. You know, their clubs worry about them coming this far and across the world and playing in these games. So you know, we do try and work with them. Ultimately, we look after New Zealand and we look after the All Whites first, and the players are fully supportive of that. But I think when we get opportunities like today, when we can get Libby off, you know, slightly earlier, it is probably a good thing.
That's great.
Very good.
Cheers, Darren.
Cheers. No.